Hi guys, welcome to Anyalux Spotlight. I am so excited to be here today with Gisselle Glaser from So Gisselle, where we are going to take you through the accessories collection that Gisselle has here as a brand ambassador. So Gisselle, tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got started with all these beautiful pieces.
Okay, so I originally studied interior designing, and through there I fell in love with color and textiles and space planning. But I fell in love with doing this because when I was living in Seattle for 5 years, I transitioned back to South Florida, and I had an opportunity from a Paris designer as well as being a part of India Hicks. So when I came back from transitioning back, I had an opportunity to do 2 different brands, and then from there it just kind of grew to being offered to do more brands. And all these designers are international, and they are not sold in stores nor mass produced.
So this is something you could literally get with Gisselle, one of the stylist personal shoppers that she works with. Every piece is extremely unique and special. It's also, I think what's great is that it's made by a woman for a woman. Is that correct?
They're all international women. So we have Paris right now, we have London, we have India, and they're all women designers that are, like I said, they're not sold in anything that's mass production. So they're not like in a Nordstrom or a Target. Right. And they have their own little boutiques in their country and in their cities, but they're not here in the USA.
So get it with SoGisselle.com,
so or
give me a call, because that's where you could get it, right?
Well, yeah, no, it's very exciting to be their ambassador here in the US.
Absolutely.
And representing them here with all these other women that love purchasing from them.
Which is great. I think the importance for me to bring in a line like this and to bring in Gisselle here is to kind of talk about the importance of accessories when getting dressed and completing a look. I think a lot of times we forget the importance of, you know, putting on earrings or a belt and how that could transform an entire look and kind of put a look together. It's like the cherry on top of that cake. That's what you have to think about when you're thinking about accessories. I think it's also extremely important to accessorize right, where you don't want to overdo it, and you really got to pay attention to color and texture and material, which kind of goes back to your interior design career, where color, texture, material is so important because we are all so different in our shape that things that work for me may not work for Gisselle, who's more petite than I am. Do you agree with that? Like, what is your biggest challenge when you're showing women these pieces?
Yeah, so when we do fundraisings and we do people private showcasings for them, they fall in love with something, but then they don't know, like, oh, what do I do with it? What do I wear it with? So, I think that's a very common, you know, this is why you come in to help us and literally fix it. I don't even have that closet where everything is organized. Or even like, or outfits, you know, I probably have like 5 main outfits I always go to. Like, okay, this dress, I'm gonna go for a conference at my son's school, or I'm gonna go and do groceries, I have this outfit, you know? So I think there's so much more that we can do with the clothes that we have, which I think that's one of your main things, you know, like really. But when I do shows, so like something like this, a woman will come and be like, oh my God, I love this.
So is this India Hicks?
This is India Hicks.
How beautiful is this, you guys?
They're like, I don't know what to wear it with. So I do come across that all the time and that's just a very common
So this thing, I think is like the easiest clutch in the universe. What is this material?
Lucite.
Lucite. So this
is that how you say it? Lucite.
So this is really cool. And this doesn't have to be dressy. I think a lot of times when we look at clutches, we're so used to thinking dressing things up or dressy. That's not the case here. I mean, if I literally was to take this off and I was gonna wear it with a black tank top and my white denim, or Gisselle with her beautiful green dress on, you can do so much with it. So when you're looking at accessories and when you're shopping for accessories and adding it into your wardrobe, don't overthink it. You know, for the most part, rule of thumb is black works with everything. Denim works with everything. So just go for it and have fun and explore and play with it. So if you don't have a lot of accessories, but you fall in love with a piece, just buy it, enjoy it, and put it on. Because again, that kind of ties the look together.
It's something I do ask when people are like, oh, I love this. I'm like, well, you know, why do you love it? Like, you know, would you just for fancy, you know, where would you love to wear it, you know? So I kind of also bring up, where are you going this summer? You know, like since we're in summer,
how are you
going to a wedding? Are you going on vacation? Are you going to a gala?
Right.
You know, so like when they do fall in love with something, I always kind of try to bring up just natural events that we all have in our lives. And that's kind of how I help them, guide them. And then, yeah, they do fall in love with something and they're like, yes, I can wear this to that wedding that I'm gonna have in the summer.
So for the most part, we're gonna talk about India Hicks and we're gonna go through the pieces that we have in front of us. Since we just did a bag, I'm gonna stick to bags because you guys, I am so in love with this. And I think there's a lot you could do with this.
There's a lot you can do with it.
So it's not just a pouch. I would take this to the beach and add it into my tote. I would carry this as a clutch. You could use this as a makeup bag. There's so many details. You have beautiful, I believe this is leather.
These are leather, and then this can
tassels.
also come off, so you don't even have to have the tassels on here if you don't want to.
Okay, so we could eliminate it, which is beautiful.
And just like this one too, where you have a chain link that you can use it as, you can hang it on yourself, or
so
you can just use it as a clutch. So when you need to be
hands-free after dinner when you're going for those drinks and dancing, you could just hang up the clutch on your shoulder. But I love leopard, anything leopard. So again, a look like this with a solid black pencil dress or a clutch. This is great also because if you're going for a business meeting, let's say you have a suit on, you could do a black pencil dress with a blazer over it, with this clutch inside your, Prada tote or Celine tote or whatever tote it is that you're wearing with you that you're comfortable with, or your Everfull bucket bag or whatever. And then once you're ready to meet somebody for drinks or dinner or whatever, something more social, you can literally pop this out. You already have your wallet and everything you need inside, and you're ready to go. Take off the blazer, and you have a whole completed look.
Yes. What colors would you also wear this with? Like pop of color, like if you're wearing pop of color.
Anything neutral you could do with this. I love this against Giselle's green as well. The snake does have, it looks like it's hand woven. It does have beautiful blue and neutral detailing. So I think there's a lot of play on this to keep it safe. Black denim is easy, but adding pretty much anything. I mean, I love print on print. I know it's something that's scary for a lot of people, but even taking something that's floral with a leopard with this beautiful snake detail all kind of has that jungle feel to it. I think the most important thing when getting dressed is staying on theme. So, a lot of people don't think jungle when they're getting dressed, but to me, with all of these prints, it kind of all works together. Even I think what I'm also finding when it comes to accessories and handbags, and you might agree with me, is people are scared of color and they're scared of prints when it comes to handbags especially. And I think the reason being is we're scared to mix prints with prints. So if I take this bag, for example, I might not wear it with this print because obviously they're completely contradicting each other. But it's beautiful against green, and you have so much color here.
You do.
Right?
Yeah.
So go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, I think going back to what you were saying, people try to stick, this is what I find, they try to stick with the same colors over and over. Like
the palette stays the same.
Yeah, the black, the gray, the taupe, and
I think this is why when I say shop your closet, so as a personal shopper, I always say to my clients, let's shop your closet first. I bet you have so much stuff in your closet that doesn't see the day of light or however it goes. And I think it's so important to see what you have and then add in the pieces that are important that you love. So for example, if I was to wear a stripe and the stripe was going to be in these colors, how beautiful would this bag look with it? I don't know if you could see it on camera, but it's okay to wear color with color, or to do a stripe, or do a beautiful white dress for the summer for your vacation.
And there's so many colors you can pull out, like the yellow out of here.
Absolutely.
Like you can wear something yellow and have this. You can wear tan and have this. So
and this is also a crossbody, which I always love that. So again, you're completely hands-free. I am a mom. You're a mom as well.
I'm a mom as well.
So
I get it.
My go-to when I'm buying a bag is, can I fit my cell phone, a juice box, my wallet, and a lip gloss? And Purell.
Oh yeah, sanitizer.
And that's all I care about. And if that works, seal the deal.
Yeah.
So hands-free is really important for us, especially when you're going to like a park.
And this is super cute too with this.
And it's day to evening. I mean, you could literally dress it up, dress it down. You can treat it as a clutch. You could put the chain on the inside.
Yep. Completely. It has the tissue in there, so it's not going to go all the way down.
Okay. Yeah. So let's say, and you could treat it as a clutch. I also love whenever you do have a chain, if you put your hands inside the chain, like I did right now, you kind of have a bracelet detail on your hand.
Great for photos. Like when you're standing with your clutch on, you have that little detail
Hip
showing.
Out, chain in, right? Okay, so let's keep going. So something real quick. If I was to take this look that I'm wearing and I was to completely take off these earrings, right? So let's say I was to take this off first. So if I had this earring on with a tank top, I have a complete look.
Correct.
Now if I take this off, I literally look like I'm a mom going to the supermarket. Like nothing is happening. So accessories are important. We all need to accessorize. And SoGisselle.com is the way to go.
So yeah, so when I talked about design and why I only work with certain brands.
This is very architectural.
It is. It's very. So these are actually made by an Indian company, and they are two sisters, and so they literally sketch everything out before they produce anything. And I just love their designs of like this is very architectural, and it's something different, but it's not too much. It's not too much of a statement piece as well.
So I spent a few minutes in fine jewelry when I was working for Barney's, and there were a few designers that had these sketchbooks of their artwork of how they were putting these earrings together and designing it, and then the selection of the stones. So there's so much detail that goes into building out jewelry. And I mean, even something as simple as that, the way that the line curves, the polishing of the gold, you know, the half moon here. There's so much to it. This looks like an opal. I don't know if it's
a mother of pearl,
So it's a mother of pearl. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. So let's talk a little bit more about accessories and jewelry.
Wait, can you talk one thing about, because you worked in fine jewelry, but so something that people don't really know and don't really understand is that the less material and the more solid, it's more luxury. Is that, correct me if I'm wrong, is that right?
I think less is more is luxury. To me, less is more is luxury. I think in design, when you talk about interior design, you walk into a space that's completely open and airy, and somehow it costs double of something that's too stuffy. Because I think to take metal, like think about a piece of metal or a piece of rock or whatever it is, and to work it and to create this curve and the shape, that's a lot more craftsmanship, that's a lot more work. A lot more hours go into that. So I think less is definitely more when it comes to jewelry. And yes, when you have very delicate and intricate detail, the cost definitely goes into that.
Yeah.
And I personally think less is more. I think my style, just similar to your style, less is more. You know, you don't need to, like if I was wearing these earrings and this ring, chances are my neck is gonna be bare because I don't wanna overdo it. You know, if I was to put on this beautiful necklace, and this is definitely solid.
It's solid, and it's heavy. You can really tell when something is made well by also
the weight of it, absolutely.
How it feels.
Because even if it's thin, it could still be solid. So I think this is an absolutely beautiful piece. But if I was to wear something like this, I may not put on, a chunky earring.
Else,
I might stick to something that's a little bit more simple. I don't know if we have anything.
We don't have anything simple.
We didn't take anything out that's simple. Gisselle does have a lot of beautiful, simple pieces. So if you were to do a statement necklace, you could absolutely add a small, or I might just do my diamond studs and keep it classy. I love the way my diamond studs look against most jewelry. So can we talk about my favorite
Go
piece?
ahead.
You know what I'm gonna say, right?
I don't know what you're gonna say.
You guys, how beautiful is this?
That's from Paris.
Tell me. It's from Paris, that's why I love it.
Oh, it's from Paris. Everybody's like, Paris. Yeah, so, which is also
Paris in itself.
Which is also the reasons why I love doing this is I love to travel. So I know.
But this is how you get a lot of these pieces.
I do. So
you travel and you find them.
Yeah, so I've actually met the Paris designer and the Spain designer, which is these. And now I'm going to go to Colombia for 3 weeks, and I'm meeting 2 other designers there. I'm bringing back jewelry here that they don't have. So, but the other good, I love doing this is because not everybody gets to go to all these places, right? I haven't been to India.
But I think it's also important to say you're curating this stuff. I mean, I'm sure the collections are a lot bigger, so you're really thinking of, who is my client in the States?
Who is this woman?
Who is this woman?
Yes.
What does she do? What is her lifestyle? What does she enjoy? What is she comfortable spending on these pieces? Because I think this is such an important question to ask for brand development. What is my client willing to spend on this?
And these are, for the most part, statement pieces. This is why we have statement pieces out right now, because for the most part, we just have statement pieces because that is the niche that I wanted to bring to everybody in the U.S., but mostly here in South Florida.
So to me, this is textile. I mean, this is silk made. It's all
silk. It's all silk.
You guys, it's so yummy. I don't think I'm sure there are people that are crazy like me that love fabric as much as I do, but I so enjoy the feel of certain fabrics. And when I shop, you have to see me. I literally walk through racks like this, and all I'm doing is seeing and feeling it. And if I don't stop, that means nothing caught the hand or the eye.
Yeah.
My senses were not evoked by whatever product I'm looking at. And this is how I shop for clients too. I literally start feeling it, and I promise you, my clients will not have anything.
And that's how I do too. Like I really only showcase like if I know it's gonna feel good on you, on your necklace, if it's gonna last, you know, just
I would do green with this color. Like I would completely play with color and change up color. I think they complement each other. No?
I mean, like even like if you do
the multicolor,
you know, like the multicolor.
I mean, something like this you could wear with
everything. Black, just white.
I think I would even do it with this.
So
because the colors work.
The colors work.
And it's just print on print and texture on texture, right?
And even like something like this where it has...
so I'm still stuck on this.
We're not
is pleated. Yeah. This is completely pleated.
Yeah.
You guys, this is beautiful. Okay, go ahead.
And her earrings are, we didn't put out the earrings because we only have a certain amount, but her earrings are the same. We'll be back in August. But
maybe we'll do a full style out of how to wear jewelry back to certain clothing, and we'll pick like a few brands, like a Zara and like something high-end. What do you think, guys?
Yeah.
Should we come
We're gonna be back
for
in
this?
August because we have new lines to
and
show.
do a fall style out, where we'll actually do
fine.
clothing and accessories.
I think you should definitely have clothing for our next one.
Next time we're doing this,
Yeah,
we're gonna get a model and everything. Let's do a runway. Let's close down Paris.
But okay,
we'll be
so
Paris week.
Can we talk about these? Because I really feel like
they're my favorite.
Well, they're one of your favorites, but I love that they're a subtle, like their color. You can really. I loved wearing these with. I have a white shirt that I wear these with all the time.
They're gorgeous, and I also love how the length of them, because I feel like it would work on anybody. Where I have a more longer neck, and then somebody that's more petite, it will still work on them because it's not dropping too low. So it could literally work on anybody, and it makes an outfit. It's like such a beautiful statement piece.
So I love wearing these with, I've worn them with the green dress, and I've worn them with a teal, because it's like a green that can kind of transition with green and blues.
This you could do with anything. But I mean, if I was to do orange, how beautiful is that with orange?
But I love like just the simple, everybody has a nice white t-shirt to go out with and jeans and, you know, nude shoes.
Yeah, nude pumps, absolutely.
And this, like, when I just wore these, or everybody was like, oh my God, those are so pretty. And I just had a simple white shirt with jeans going out to dinner. So I think this is one of the things that I do talk about when I do meet women and I become friends with them at the showcasings.
She's always friends with millions of people. She's just a likable personality that you just want to like hang out with and drink rosé with as you go live.
No, but it's the truth. I really do try to find, like what you said, find pieces that I think everybody would love and how you could really wear it with almost everything that you have in your wardrobe. Just add a little bit more international flair to your wardrobe.
So these are beautiful as well. I think something like this is so easy that could work in anybody's closet. They have a very Latin salsa feel to it, would you say? Like,
I would say they have a very beachy, right? Like Hawaii, beachy, Turks and Caicos. It makes, and
it makes you think of warm weather and the beach and sand and dancing and sipping wine.
But these are also, I've seen a lot of my ladies wear these at weddings. This is really,
absolutely.
Whether you're a bride or a bridesmaid, like they really do.
Yeah, I could see
really
you dressed
pretty.
up. Mm-hmm. You could definitely dress this up and do it more.
But then again, that could also be a white t-shirt and jeans.
Anything.
Nude.
Anything.
You know, just going out on your date night.
Anything. So something like this, when you see these kind of pieces, definitely pick it up because again, there's a lot of things in your wardrobe that are going to work with this. Yes. And don't be afraid of it. And this is one color. So you have a solid white here. So it's literally super easy to do.
And look how I love how they're completely finished in the back. I mean, you can't really see that from this far.
So from every angle.
But from every angle, you'll see, like, it's completely finished where, it's a good piece. It's a good quality piece that's going to last you. I've had these now for 2 years.
They're beautiful.
So, and they're still look.
The quality is amazing because the gold is still on point.
Yeah, the gold is still there. And
so are these gold plated or are these solid?
Are gold
what are
plated.
These
are gold plated with, I'm trying to think if it was the glass bead or I'm forgetting the bead that it's made out of.
But this looks like this white part, this lacquer white part looks like coral. I don't know if we're close enough
for
everybody to see the detail, but it really is beautiful. Okay, so one of my favorites, and I think something that everybody should own, because it's so versatile. You could do 30 things with this.
Yes.
Like, you could literally do so much with it. It's not even like, I mean, I would tie it. I know it sounds crazy.
No.
There's so much you could do with it, you know, and treat it as a bracelet. I think the clasp is
I wore it to Napa as I love the clasp, the hardware on this.
Detail.
And I wore it as a bracelet a lot in Napa because it was just my pop of color. And I try to wear a lot of white and like light blue in Napa because I wanted to be very picturesque.
Also do as
but that was my pop
style.
Yes.
And then I would definitely, whenever you see a beautiful clasp, I would definitely leave it out so you could see it. So even, and I don't have a mirror in front of me to see what I'm doing, but I think that's so beautiful. Or instead of tripling it, just doubling it.
Yeah, and you can layer it as much as you want or as little as you want, which you know, you can wear it longer, like for your, like a dress like this that goes all the way down, it doesn't cut off. You can wear it longer for work.
Absolutely.
You know,
and you have a lot of color here.
Yeah, it's a lot of color.
But I would also dress this up. So I kind of love, and I hope you could see full. I also love the full body look of it if you are doing something very simple. And, you know, to do a full body where you could see it all the way down below your navel, I think that's beautiful as well because it's like, it's effortlessly chic. You know, you're not trying, you just put it on, even though a lot of thought went into it.
Yes, no, I'm gonna, as you go to the next one, I'm gonna put it on as a bracelet so that you can really see how you should really look at hardware when you do buy accessories. Yes. So that you can make it
Well, the hardware
is
where the cost comes in also because a lot of detail goes into the hardware.
And the different bead and the actual, which people don't know this, but the actual, not the actual knotting of each bead and how it goes, it really is.
Beading is not easy to achieve.
You know, it's all handmade, so you have to take take that in. Also, these are all handmade pieces. So okay, go.
So they're special. Anything handmade, I think you're really getting quality that's going to last because it is hand done. It's not, you know, done by the machine by the dozen. It's one each individual piece. So this is fun too, you know, doing pearls, but not thinking black and white pearls, but thinking more of having fun with your pearls. And again, this can go with anything. You could do it with a print, you could do it with a solid, you could do it with a business suit, you could do it to a wedding. There's so much you could do. And this as well has a beautiful clasp detail. So it becomes part of the statement of the beaded necklace. So you have that detail here as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. So this is our bracelet.
This is.
Can I help you close it?
Yes, please.
I know you could do it yourself, but
I know this is what I did.
I just help you out.
So and then you just kind of loosen it up. And you see how, like, I really want to show you how the hardware, just like when you should really look at your hardware when you buy necklaces and bracelets to see how it's gonna.
But it's beautiful with anything. I mean, anything goes with this because you have so much color. So the more color you put into the jewelry, the more options you have when it comes to matching it with outfits because you're not thinking too much like, does this clash? Does this go? What am I doing with this? It kind of all just works.
And also to touch back on the handmade, these designers, when they do make something, when people do make something that's handmade, they really only make a certain amount of it and then they're done and they're on to their next design to showcase what they have.
So it's unique to you. So when you're spending on it, you're not going to walk into a party and have everybody wearing it like you would if you went to like a Zara or something. Or
or even like just your Target stuff. You know, there's a whole bunch of moms that go, you know, just when you...
I'm not a Target person.
No, but like, you know, it's convenient for Target moms. 100%. And then you end up buying something because you're like, oh, I'm just here. I'm going to buy, you know, you end up seeing something that's cute, whether it's a shirt or whether it's shoes.
You know what? It doesn't last.
Every other mom has it, you know.
But it's also like, I feel like when it comes to that, you want to invest into things because you buy something for $20 and whatever, it's playful and you wear it, blah, 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 but you're not going to have it next year in the summer. You're not going to have it next year in the winter. It's going to fall apart. It's going to lose the color. It's going to be ugly. So where I come in is I call it shop your closet. Let's leave what you have in your closet. I mean, we got to get rid of some stuff, but for the most part, let's work with what you have and then add in the special pieces, an important piece. And it doesn't mean that, you know, it has to be high end and luxury because that's my background. It could mean anything. I mean, it could be from Zara, but I really look at the texture and the quality. But when it comes to jewelry, you do want to invest. So this, again, look at this beautiful
But
clasp.
I don't think many people know what to truly invest in.
No.
You know what I mean? Like what?
No.
You know
absolutely.
what? And regarding anything,
and I think
regarding
it's hard
your shoes,
because
regarding your clothes.
so much out there.
There's a lot of right.
The
What is
market
it called?
is saturated.
Shiny object syndrome.
Yeah, there's
right? We all get that. But that's
all girls have it.
And I really do. I've been trying to keep track of like what I have that I really want to pair with in my notes in my iPhone. But I'm like so not there.
I'm gonna
yet.
help you organize.
But yeah,
I'm gonna help you collect your thoughts when it comes to shopping.
Yes, I do. I need to collect my thoughts.
We're gonna do it. So I love this also. But can I tell you, I would literally put this in the closet. I would buy a nightstand and put it in my closet as a focal point, just to like dress up my closet and make it really pretty, because this is beautiful. And this, it's the same idea. Like, as a bride, you could absolutely wear this. As mother of the bride, you could buy this for your bridal party to wear it for the day of the wedding, so they have something white on as well to complement your dress. There's so
but like even with the work dress, I'm not saying that I would wear.
No,
but I'm just saying like you have
but even
wonderful
this,
presentation
yes.
when you have a dress like this that's completely solid up here. I'm not touching the microphone. But like that's something to to think about. You probably have tons of this.
This is fun too.
I
wonder what it would look like if you would flip it and just do it like this. Is it too much?
I
have to play with it. I haven't
never
seen it in the mirror. All right, let's
Anna
flip
wants
it.
to flip it.
Let's see, guys, how much wear. So my thing is also how much wear can I get out of something? But
then you don't show the fun.
That's okay.
Okay, so you're okay with that.
So if I'm backless, my fun is in the back.
Your fun isn't.
I have fun
in the back.
In the back. There's fun everywhere. But do we like it?
I don't know.
No, all right.
I get it. You know what? I get it.
I don't have a mirror and I didn't do this ahead of time.
I think we have to pair it with the right with the right clothing. You know what I mean? Like,
I think what's important here is play with the things that you have.
Yes.
Play with the jewelry. Play with the accessories. Play with the clothing. Put it on. Enjoy it. Because again, your clothes speak louder than words. I mean, they make a statement. You enter into a room before your speaker, anybody knows anything about you. What they know is what you're wearing.
Correct.
And that's the judgment call that they're making when they first meet you. It's the first impression.
Sometimes it does suck because I do meet a lot of people for the first time. And I'm like, oh, did I just say that? Why didn't I wear
we all
different?
have that.
We all have those moments, yes.
We all have it.
All right,
Okay, so should we do the stars?
Do the stars. This is so pretty.
This is beautiful. And again, this is something day to evening, wedding, casual, dinner,
literally
vacation.
casual. Again, I think I treat these as much as I treat those and those, where I've worn it just with plain white shirt, jeans, going out.
Well, we could do one and one. I mean, this you definitely, when you see something like this, and I think this is where the investment piece comes in. When most of us see this, we think dressy.
It's too fancy.
It's too fancy.
I'm not going to wear it every day.
But why not
But
glow and glitter throughout the day on your daily life? I mean,
one thing that I will say about like being you did too in the corporate world.
Oh, I was totally in that corporate world, and I would wear either one of these.
But I think a lot of people don't think about dressing up for work. Like I'm talking about regular, not regular, but just like
I think
office.
It's more wearing like solid.
You were in the fashion
skirt.
Yeah, you were in the fashion industry.
But I dressed women that are lawyers and doctors and all types of people in the business world.
And they were like, I'm not going to wear this, to my office. And I think you should.
But I think if you're, depending on who your client is and who you're standing in front of, I think this might be a lot because, you have a star and it's rose gold, like it's a lot. But I think something like this with a beautiful power suit or a dress or really anything, you can definitely do. And then again, you could take it into that weekend brunch look, and put it on with a simple tank top or a dress or whatnot.
Or your next gala or your next wedding or
your
next family photo shoot.
This is so rich looking.
Yeah, I just don't, I really.
It's playful.
It's very playful, and I really want to address, like, don't be afraid of investing in pieces like this because you don't have to just wear it to that one wedding or that one gala.
Gisselle, how much are some of these things? And you don't have to say exactly because I know you don't have the prices in front of you, but just so we have an idea. What are we looking at?
Yeah, so these are from Spain, which we didn't talk about. These are 100.
Oh, you guys.
So these are fun because you can wear them in both ways.
I'm going dancing. That's all I gotta say. I'm just going dancing.
Let's go flamenco.
I'm going flamenco.
Let's go flamenco.
Wait. This is wrong.
So these you can wear two different colors where you can have more of the yellow popping out or more of the tan popping out. So these are 100.
So I have nothing.
If I'm not mistaken.
That's nothing, 115. There's so much detail to this. Look at these tassels.
These are a little bit more. I think these are 145, and I think those are 155, around there. So those are around the prices. I think these are a little bit more, like 165. But they're in that same price range.
Oh, I did them completely wrong. I just realized this was supposed to go this way.
Okay, it's okay.
But even yellow, because I am wearing a lot of color and popping yellow in, I think it changes the whole look.
It does.
And it's
I
not
love the yellow with
matchy,
that.
but it works with the print that I have on because I have a lot of greens and purples and neutrals and pinks and pastel-y kind of feel to it, and it works and it's fun.
Yeah.
And again, it just changed my entire look. So every time I put on an earring, my entire look of what I'm wearing today completely transformed.
Yes.
And I think that's what's important when it comes to jewelry and accessories. You could truly transform the whole outfit and look, and that's how you could take it from day into evening.
Yes, absolutely. Day into evening, don't be afraid. I wouldn't wear these in the daytime.
I would.
I'm talking about work. Like, I wouldn't wear these to work, but I would wear these. But I would wear these to, when we have brunch, lunch, to going out.
They're fun.
They're fun. I just personally wear them to work. That's just my opinion.
To work?
To work. I wouldn't wear them to work.
Oh, I worked for Barney's and Bergdorf Goodman. I am so wearing these. And and this is how clients are going to talk to me, because when you wear statement pieces, these are all conversation starters. They're going to be like, these earrings, they're so beautiful. And then you have a whole conversation.
And
right?
That's something else.
You need conversation starters.
But I also feel when I worked in interior designing, and I met with I did commercial designing, so I met with a lot of hospitals and universities, and law firms, and they just don't dress up. And every time I would have a meeting, they'd be like, "Oh my God, I love that purple whatever earring or bracelet," and I'd be like. Nobody else dresses up, but I think if you do dress up and you do show that you love, to just look beautiful,
right?
I think it's also just shows the representative of your company that you work for as well.
But I think also if you're ready to transform what you currently have, accessories is the way to dress it up. You could buy a couple of pieces that really make, even something like this. I think it's so beautiful. It has a very vintagey feel to it. I don't know why I feel like it has a vintage feel to it.
And I just love how it's finished.
I'm not even sure which camera to point at.
But like the inside, how it's beautifully finished and smooth and solid.
It's gorgeous.
I really love how it feels also on you.
There's a lot of detail. I mean, you could literally see the craftsmanship and the work here. And you have different color stones. There's white and black and
is there like a red? I feel like this is like either brown or they're so small. There's definitely a blackish gray.
Beautiful.
But they are really pretty. Let's talk about bags. These over here.
Let's talk about bags.
Let's pop color.
Okay, so when it comes to things like this, what I love about them is the versatility of it. So somebody that worked in corporate for many years, and even being a mom, a lot of times I need to have a big bag with lots of stuff in it. And being a businesswoman, I need my laptop and so on and so forth. I always have things like this with me. And these little bags are always prepped for me. So in here, I will have my necessities, wallet, lipstick, small wallet. I do like the mini wallets.
This bag is bigger than me, I feel like.
That's a cool look now. And then you just pop it in. Maybe it wouldn't be a clear one, although I do love this one, right?
I love the details. Again, look at the details when you do purchase things.
Stitching, you could see
the stitching, the tailoring, it's all leather. And then this is even hand painted. So the edges are hand painted. So do look
by sealing. So when you say hand painted on the bag, I think people might get scared.
No.
By doing that, you seal the handle.
Correct.
But this is beautiful. So I think these are great because you literally, you have it during the day. You're doing whatever you're doing, even if you're going to the beach, with something like this, and then you pop it out, and you're literally ready for evening.
Yes.
So it's simple, easy. Simple easy. This is also great.
Simple easy.
This is also great for travel because you have your passport and everything you need in one, right? These are
you put it in. Yeah, when you travel, you have a bigger bag, right? So it's nice to have something else that fits into that bigger bag.
Well, even for me, I literally drop my tote whenever I'm traveling, and then if I need to go to the store with the kids or buy something for myself, I just take this with me because everything I need is in
everything
here.
is in there,
and I'm not books and whatnot. This is beautiful.
Now that should be in everybody's wardrobe, right? As you as a stylist, like a perfect
a
black
solid
clutch.
black clutch needs to exist.
And all because
everywhere.
you're a mom does not mean that you don't need. Doesn't mean that you don't need.
It comes with lip gloss, you guys.
Lipstick and lip gloss. But yeah, I think something else that I come across when I do talk to moms are like, oh, I don't really go out anymore, right? Because you're just so focused on family. But I think every woman needs.
Start with the clutch and then go out.
Yes.
No, but it's not just for moms. I mean, it's for absolutely
everybody.
anyone. Because
every
it's
woman.
so easy to...
From no matter in your 20s or in your 60s.
This is beautiful detail. I love how it wraps around and you have the big zipper detail.
And you have this and it just goes all the way out there. It's really neat and just...
And the lining is important. So when you're buying a bag, when I'm buying a bag, I always look at the detail of the lining. This is leather lined. It has an orange pop of color, which I think is so fun.
And it's all leather.
And you do have a back
leather.
pocket. So if you're standing and, you know, let's say you're talking business, you need to like pop your phone in and then take your phone out, you are able to do this with that.
Yes.
So I think that's amazing. This is great also because, again, you could do it as a clutch.
Clutch, crossbody.
And then you also have it as a crossbody. And I love that it has a combination of leather and suede. Mm-hmm. And again, beautiful. I believe this feels like canvas to me.
It is canvas.
So beautiful canvas detailing. So bags are not just about on the outside. Always look at the inside.
Can I talk to you about the back of this, which I really loved, that it's the solid leather back here, so that when you are wearing it with your clothes, it's not rubbing off when you have suede. So just, I love that, you know.
So the suede is in the front and then the leather to protect what you're wearing is in the back.
So let's talk about this one.
Yeah, yellow is fun.
This is a fun one. So you talk about it.
Okay.
How you would wear it.
So what I love about this, so something real quick about me, a lot of times when I have these bags, I'll literally wrap the chain around me and treat it just like this. So it becomes a jewelry piece. It's very effortless when you carry your bags like that. The other thing about this one is obviously you could do it as a clutch by putting the chain inside, but this specifically, and there's a lot of brands that are doing this now where the bags are very versatile and you kind of have an all-in-one. But this one turns into a fanny pack.
Yeah,
right?
I'll take your link. I'll take this off. So it's
gonna help me.
Not a fanny pack. It's a belt bag, right?
It's a belt bag. The fancy way.
I feel like fanny packs are so like what 90s. Like
it's all about that look, girl.
You don't need to put this in. You put like it fits your regular belt. So you put your regular belt through here, and then it just it goes like. On the side, you can put it on the side of your jeans.
So you know what's in now too is instead of wearing it this way or low, you put it right on your chest. So that's the latest, and you see it in off-white a lot.
Okay.
That's the latest look.
Is that the latest? Is it
all the
really?
different ways of wearing it.
Really?
I don't know if a lot of my clients would do that.
I don't know. What do you guys think? I think is that like
it's easy access. It's like a kangaroo pocket. It's easy access.
Okay.
I think it all depends on your look and what you're trying to
and what you're wearing too,
and what you're wearing. Right. Yeah. It's all personal style.
I think that was a very Coachella. Is that a very Coachella thing?
It is a very Coachella thing. There you go.
Okay. All right.
All right, guys. So I think we went through a lot of beautiful pieces here. I am so excited. Thank you so much, Gisselle, for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
I really, you are my first person.
Well, we're going to do this again in August.
Yes, we are going to do this again. Gisselle and I met through a women's networking group in Fort Lauderdale, and I absolutely fell in love with her and her style and her aesthetic and kind of what you're doing. I mean, you're really empowering women around the world and giving back to the female community around the world, and therefore helping kids in the economy and everything else in between. So when you are buying, buy smart. SoGisselle.com is great. And, I am Anyalux. And again, you could follow me on Anyalux.com, on Instagram, I'm Anyalux, on Facebook. And I am about to create a YouTube channel, so this will be on there, and this is our first one. So
okay, let's cheers to your first
thank you guys.
YouTube video.
Cheers.
And us being on. Cheers.
Thank you for watching.
See you next time.